very, very lucky then, Your Worship.
Well, it does it even easier. It must be progress report will be provided to Council beginning in October 2012.
Right, and what we're doing here is you'll recall that last month you had a series of items that we had pulled out of the long-term plan as being key projects for you for this coming year. What we've done this month is give you an idea of the milestones that we are looking to report on or report against in the coming months. So that's the reason why we've set this report out in this way. Now I also understand that you were wanting some more specific information on some specific projects now, which is why Mr. Lewis is actually sitting seat at the end of the table. And there's some information that has been tabled on some of those specific projects that you asked for. But basically, this is letting you know the milestones that we will be working to and reporting against.
Okay, that's great. So Mr. Lewis is sitting there, obviously either going to address it or just sitting there for question purposes. So, do you want to say anything to start with?
Yes, Your Worship. Can I? The paper that's just been handed out is a first cut version, if you like, of information, both a summary of what's happening with the various projects that's inquiries that have been generated over the last couple of weeks, and also a financial summary. So the words are a commentary that sit with the financial summary. As I said, it's a first cut to see whether we're heading down the right path with the level of information, the level of detail that we're providing on those major capital projects. Happy to take any questions or...
So look, I really, really appreciate that. This question at the next meeting, this wasn't actually due to us, so the next meeting we'll have these with the agenda, won't we?
Yes.
Okay, so that's right. It's one of the that's right, that's cool. No, that's me.
Your Worship, the intention is to, this, as I said, is the first cut, to develop the idea further. If we get any feedback, to incorporate that into a formal agenda item for the next meeting.
So this is great. So, huge question. The construction will be finished by the 5th of October. The contractor has started the remedial work for the defects noted today by TDC staff and public, I might add. My favourite release. No, this is great. I think this is going to be a great system and good, and going forward it will be all there before, the top with the agenda. So that's good. So, Councillor Creek, did you have agenda?
Oh no, I'm just pleased to hear that, because I was a little bit concerned when I saw item 11 being called a business plan and then just seeing a spreadsheet, so to speak.
So in future we'll get that and this will all be in there. So that's great. It wasn't actually due October, so you've made September. It's great.
Yeah, I'd just like to confirm those comments on the AC bats, because Keith and Nicola and myself had our first visit, and that this is a good report of what we actually seen at our site visit, Your Worship. So
yes, we just to report also from our meeting last Thursday with Andrew and his site team, that there will be some notes generated after each of those meetings, just with the salient points that we can distribute amongst you, just to keep you up to date if you need to report back to any of your any stakeholders or ratepayers who've got queries. So I think there was one or two things. One thing that Andrew pointed out to us was that Gareth's team have told him he needs to put a firewall, which wasn't budgeted for, between the AC bars and the event centre, which will be at some cost around $40,000. It is quite. There was another question from Barry with regards to reinstating some of the hardware in the showers rather than put back old taps and fittings that may only have a short life. And so Andrew was going to get some quotes. But I think councillors, there is a very generous contingency in there, but as Andrew's made it very clear, there are some unknowns, and some of those he was explaining to me just before about some pipes that have been buried in behind the water pipes and behind the retaining wall. So there is, at this stage, they're very much in the uncovering and finding out stage what exactly the scope.
It's called exploratory surgery.
So it's a little stressful, but
the job is huge. It's huge, isn't it?
I'm glad the three of you have now been up there and can comprehend where the hell this money's going.
And you look at all that shoddy, when they took off the panels, can you remember all the shoddy woodwork underneath? Bits of wood added up and all.
You know, without pointing the finger too much, you know, it takes two to tango, and that job was not monitored properly back 10 years ago, whatever it was. I told you about the motor slides that held in with one bolt and 3 welded on. And all our kids go up and down it, like adults for that matter too.
it was a wall there where they'd shaved the 4x2s back to allow the cladding to get a straight line, a level for the cladding, so obviously weakening the structure and appalling really.
And the scaffolding, it looks.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? Where did I see a picture of that?
In the pavement.
Was it in the paper?
Oh, the scaffold.
Sorry to interrupt. Councillor Mincher?
It was just a general.
Councillor Johnson first, then Councillor Mincher. Sorry.
This is going to follow on from Mr. Williams on the asked about the Hughley Street. I don't know if you've seen today's Taupo Times, but there's an article in it. It's not as bad as it reads. There's a working group on the street, and each and every retailer has come to a Thursday meeting and offered help and suggestions which are being actioned, so it probably looks worse to the public. But we're nearly there, a week and a half to go. It's looking pretty good. So, great feedback. So,
School holidays start Monday. Do you think we'll lose a few days into next week before it is actually fully open?
It won't open until the middle weekend of the school holidays, but that's just how it is.
Well, Councillor Johnson, you were at the conflict on that street, and I realise that, like a lot of the others, you've taken a bit of a hit in business-wise over this 3-month period, but on the whole, would you say that it's a good job? And
it's fantastic. It's just transformed the street. We need to, in these difficult times, keep our tourist numbers going as the backbone, and people will come into this town in summer and just think, wow, you know, it's a great visitors, sorry.
Councillor Mincher.
Yeah, just in general, Dennis, I guess this is going to form a wall chart in your office. It's things like this, but it's obviously public information. I'd love to have this on email when it comes through and it's like this, and because then the same questions you can say to someone, look, actually, oh look, that is planned to be finished by July, October, whatever. It's nice to have this information and with the words with it.
What a compliment today. Councillor Downer.
I just heard you make a comment, Mr. Chairman, or Councillor Johnson, just on there's obviously a story in the paper about it, and your perception is different to what.
There's some elements in the story that would be frustrating to people, but perception is reality. They don't know the other side of the story in most cases. So.
It's just unfortunate that our local paper, you know, sometimes perceives our district in a bad light, and it just concerns me, you know, that here we're struck upon central government on what they believe local government's doing and the reform, and yet, you know, our own district here, who are part of our district in the papers, tend to just be so negative in what they write in the paper. It just really concerns me. I just thought I'd make that comment because we all in here and strive to do the best because we're passionate about the district and the different avenues that we, lifestyles that we come from, whether it's business, whether it's family, or any other aspects of our lives. And it can wear at you sometimes, you know, it really can. And, you know, generally the front page news is generally something that's negative. It's sad.
Especially at a time like this in this district, you need all the help that you can get. Go ahead and hand up.
Yeah, I just wait till the rest of the councillors have finished talking and I'll just comment on this.
Yeah. Well, now's a good time.
Okay. This is a starting point. The reason why we've tabled it today in this nature is just to show that we've taken on board some of your concerns, but what we'd appreciate now is some feedback over the next week or two as to whether this is the level of detail that you want to see on a monthly basis, or any other suggestions, and we will take that on board for the October report.
I think this was very, very well done and very, very explanatory. I mean, it's just about got the answer.